For the next 7 days, I'm doing 16 and 8 intermittent fasting and fighting against... It went up my nose. And fighting against hunger, cravings, nighttime snacking, pitiful looks from my dog. Yeah, she's depressed. We won't be eating popcorn after 8 p.m. And it's all thanks to my fancy pants.
Yeah, they're just khakis.
They used to hug me gently. Now they're basically giving me a wedgie of shame. But I have a plan. Step 1, only eat between 12 and 8 p.m. Step 2, don't eat anything outside of that 8-hour window. Step 3, repeat steps 1 and 2 for 7 days, get back into my fancy pants, and prove to my mom that I'm a responsible adult who can take care of himself. Yeah, that last part's probably not gonna happen. So it's Monday, 6 a.m., and I haven't eaten anything since 8 p.m. last night. According to this fancy app, I can't eat for another 6 hours. Yeah, you don't really need an app. It's basically a glorified timer. But I've also got coffee. Justin, what are you doing? You're only 10 hours in and you've already failed. Shh, my wife's still asleep. But most experts say black coffee is fine while you're fasting.
Yep.
Sure. Yes, my child. Look, I know that was weird, but it's early. Okay, so I don't really love black coffee, but I am thankful for the caffeine, because it helps curb my hunger. And with work to keep me busy, before I knew it, it was already lunchtime. But it's not the mornings that have me worried. Skipping breakfast? Smooth as butter. After 10 p.m., it's peanut butter. So I'm trying to eat healthy meals with whole food ingredients, which should help to manage my nighttime hunger. So far, the plan's working, because I didn't feel hungry again until dinner time. And I avoided snacking in between meals. Take that, fancy pants. I didn't eat anything after dinner, and at 8 p.m. my eating window closed. So technically my eating window was more like 6.5 hours instead of 8. Turns out 16 and 8 can quickly become 18 and 6 or 20 and 4 if you don't snack. The times are more of a guideline anyway. There's nothing magical about 8 hours. The goal is simply to reduce the amount of time that you're eating so you don't eat as much. Since watching TV usually involves snacking, I decided to play a game with my wife instead. Snacks avoided, time for bed, day 1 done. Feeling kinda hungry this morning, but I just chugged a glass of water and I've got my coffee. Midnight snacking was a close call, so I'm putting the temptations in a hard-to-reach place to make them harder to get. Hopefully. Work helped the morning fly by, and by 12 p.m. I had leftovers from the night before. So whenever I cook dinner, I'm making extra so I have something healthy to eat for lunch. That way I won't be tempted to eat something that I don't really want to be eating. Wait, how did that get there? After lunch, I headed to the gym. So intermittent fasting works great with working out. Now, I typically like to lift during my feeding windows, and I'll do cardio during my fasting windows, but since I'm still eating every day, when I exercise doesn't matter all that much. So I didn't snack after dinner last night, and I was kind of hungry this morning. So tonight, around 7:30, I've got a special little snack planned. Okay, so carbs aren't the best snack option, but my dog really wanted popcorn. Don't judge me, judge her. Go on, judge that face. Oh no, Buggy, the window's closing! Almost lost our cool there. Where were we? Oh yeah. I'll see you on day 3. And it's a poop show. I've had meetings all morning, which kept my mind off of food, but they also went past 12 p.m. So I'll probably have a 7-hour eating window today instead of 8. And to further complicate things, my wife and I have plans to go out for dinner.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot.
Eating out can be tough. A lot of places don't have the best options to choose from. The biggest question? Do I eat the free bread? Entire civilizations have crumbled over these types of questions. In the end, I decided not to get too worried about it. I am only eating 2 meals a day. And we didn't get back home till after 9 p.m. So my eating window was only like 6 hours today. And somehow I'm hungry. And it feels like I swallowed a beach ball. Probably the pasta or the bread. Time for bed. I can't sleep. I've been playing mind games with myself for the last 10 minutes. Just a little bit of peanut butter won't kill me, right? But I don't want to wake my wife. Maybe the late night snacking isn't the real problem. Maybe I'm just getting old and my metabolism's shot. No, it's definitely the late night snacking. Welcome to 8 a.m. I did get back to sleep last night, and in other good news, my weight is up this morning and I'm really bloated. It's gonna be a great day. Probably because I slept like crap, or all the carbs I had for dinner last night. But even though I was hungry last night, I've felt fine this morning, and so far making it to lunch isn't going too bad. Maybe my body's getting used to this fasting schedule. I made eggs for lunch because I didn't have any leftovers from dinner last night. Who says you can't have breakfast just because you're skipping your morning meal? Seriously, who says that? Is it Jan? Jans everywhere right now are like, I never said that. The afternoon was a drag. I couldn't focus on work. I had to push through my workout. I feel hungrier than normal, and I'm tired. It's crazy the impact that just one night of poor sleep can have. So in the evening, I ate a healthy dinner, I did a little reading, and I called it an early night. No snacks tonight. I'm too tired to eat. Day 5, and I feel G-U-D good. And I've fixed my coffee. Turns out you can add a little pinch of salt and it removes the bitterness. Plus it gives you some electrolytes. But today is Friday, the start of the weekend. That wonderful time of the week when all crap hits the fan and every healthy habit goes flying out the window. And it just keeps flying, never to return. Until Monday. Really, I'm worried about tonight because we have a bowling league, and I usually get something to eat after I get home at like 10 or 11 at night. I call it second dinner.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
Yeah, I can't have second dinner tonight. But I have a plan. I'm gonna fall over here. Step 1, eat a healthy lunch. Step 2, eat a healthy dinner. Step 3, bring something to eat at bowling so I'm not starving when I get home and eat everything in sight and prove to my mom that I'm a responsible adult who can take care of himself. So for lunch, I had leftovers. For dinner, we went to Chipotle. And for bowling, I brought a meal replacement shake. I know, it's not real food, but nothing says professional bowler more than drinking a 60-gram protein shake in between strikes. Okay, it's almost 11 o'clock, and I don't need second dinner. We just have Saturday to get through, and then it's fancy pants time. Hopefully. It's the weekend, and I don't have work to distract me. But I did some reading, I did some deep cleaning, and now I'm taking a walk. I'm starting to get used to this fasting schedule. I'm not really hungry before noon, and I'm feeling more in control over the late night snacking. There's still battles to be fought, but I'm learning a lot. about my eating habits. That rhyme was unintentional. Cue the sentimental music. I've learned that a lot of the times I just eat out of habit, but once your body adjusts to a new routine, it gets pretty easy to do. Some days are tougher than others, but as long as you're still moving in the right direction, one day isn't gonna make or break your success. Things won't always go according to plan, but you can be flexible and find what works best for you. And you know what? Saturday's plan turned out way better than I expected. I ate a healthy lunch, I ate a healthy dinner, and I went to bed feeling pretty optimistic about fitting back into my fancy pants tomorrow. Today is the day. Will I have to keep wearing my not so fancy pants? Or can I squeeze my butt back into my Oh yeah, I'm already wearing them. I lost 3.2 pounds in just 7 days. But now I'm gonna need to buy a fancy belt. You hear that, Mom? I'm getting myself a belt. Which proves that I'm a responsible adult and can take care of myself.